Hey you guys, thank you for coming back to my channel. If you're new, welcome, and you're not new, then welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I got my hands on the new Chanel and I have my thoughts. My voice is a little bit off because I'm still recovering from my cold, and I've been off, not being able to record for the last 2 weeks, and I am so excited to come back. I have it on already and I'm going to show you now what I use, how I applied it, and what are my thoughts on this look. So if you're interested to know my thoughts of the new Chanel Camélia Futura collection and other items that I picked up, then keep on watching. Alright, let's start off with, I got this sample from their #1 de Chanel, the creme with Camellia Rose. I'm going to apply that on my skin before I apply any makeup because I do have a little bit of flare-up still, and I just need a little bit more hydration, so I'm gonna apply that. I don't detect a scent, but then I'm still a little congested from my cold. I'm still not 100% recovered, so I don't know. It probably does have a scent, but I don't detect it. But it's a really light cream. Oh, now I smell it. Yes, it does have a slight scent, which I enjoy because I do have other products with the same scent and I like it personally, but I know some people don't like scented products. And I don't believe that is what is affecting my skin because it's just here. I think it's more stress related. But anyways, I needed more hydration, so that's what I did. And it feels really nice and soft. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to try from the line is the Fluid Illuminator, or the Iridescent Illuminating Fluid in the shade Halo. And it's for the body, the face and the body, like a highlighter. I'm only going to apply it on the face. I don't know if I'm going to apply it all over or just where I need highlighting, but I think I'm going to try it all over the face. This is what the bottle looks like. Really pretty, and you can see the iridescence. I don't know if you're supposed to shake it, but I'll shake it regardless. And it is a pump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump one pump and swatch it, and then we'll get an idea. I'll get an idea if I want to put it all over the face or not, which I probably will anyways, just to see how it looks. And yeah, it's really illuminating. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, I think it also has a scent. I don't see it like really super highlighting, and it's not doesn't have any particles. So I think I'll just apply it all over the skin, but softly, like just a little bit, a layer. So I'm gonna get 2 pumps, and I'm going to use this time the Bobbi Brown Precise Buffing brush, and I'm gonna apply it all over the skin. I have dry skin, so anything that gives me illuminates my skin or hydrates or gives it a little bit of glow, I accept it. Like, I love to try things like this. And does it say if it has any Camellia Rose? No, I don't. It has jasmine flower extract. I'm trying to see if it has any skincare benefits, but I don't read that it does. It's just probably just makeup. That's why I wanted to apply the Camellia Rose on the bottom to give me a little bit more of skincare. I feel a little bit vulnerable today. I haven't been able to record for like 2 weeks because of this cold, and I feel my face is like congested and bloated, but I just couldn't wait anymore because I really wanted to use these products, do a first impressions with you guys, and that's why I'm still not 100% recovered from this cold, but I thought it was already too much waiting. So I apologize for my voice and my congestion, but it is what it is. We're all human here. So yeah, it's really pretty. Let me get my mirror so I could take a closer look. It has no like glittery or sparkling particles. It's just a soft sheen. I would wear if I, in those days that I have better skin, I would wear it just on its own with maybe a little bit of concealer, and that's all I think I would wear instead of foundation, because it's really nice. And it gives like a soft sheen. Really pretty. And I'm really glad I picked this up. I wasn't sure, but I really like it. I'm gonna wait to see how it looks like my chest area, on my neck, maybe when I have like a lower top, when I go to the beach, see how it looks. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna move on with foundation. I'm gonna use the #1 de Chanel with Camellia Rose. It's really hydrating for me. I like it. It's hydrating, it's fresh, doesn't feel heavy, and you can still see my skin. This one is shade B10. I'm gonna get 2 pumps first, and then if I need more, I will pump another one. This one has been a loved foundation because I've used it many times. I'm gonna stick with the same brush, maybe swipe it off a little bit, get off some of that fluid off the brush, and I'm just gonna go back in. This brush I like because it's dense but it's soft at the same time, and that shape is perfect for like the inner corners. This foundation is one of my favorite foundation. Like I said, it's hydrating, it's light, it's refreshing, especially like the hot summer days here in South Florida. We're still in winter, but here in Florida it's like 80 degrees outside today. It's such a pretty foundation. You can see the difference, but still you can still see my skin. And I like how it's not like overly high, like overly glowy, because I do have that luminescent fluid below the foundation. This foundation is hydrating, but it's not like super glowy luminous, which is perfect for this fluid. Okay, I have the foundation on. Now I'm going to move on with concealer. Of course, I'm going to use the Correcteur. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, Le Correcteur de Chanel concealer. Mine is shade BR02. And of course, I'm going to stick to Chanel today, except the brushes, because I don't have many Chanel brushes, but I do have enough makeup for a full face. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit here, go over the little dots I have here on my nose, a little bit of redness here, some sunspots. That's it. And to apply the concealer, I'm gonna use the Essence Cosmetics V29. I usually use my finger, but today I'm gonna use a brush to change it up a little bit. This is not a concealer with full coverage, it's light to medium coverage, but I like it because it's hydrating, creamy hydrating, and it doesn't accentuate my fine lines. Alright, concealer is done, and I'm going to move on now with the trio. I'm going one by one so I could introduce them formally, but here is, where is it? The Camelia Futura Trio, Power Blush Trio. Comes in its velvet sleeve. Comes with a little brush, which I think they're pretty good. I just don't use them much, but these are pretty nice. I keep them because they're pretty nice. And let's take off the lid, and here it is. Look how beautiful. What I like most about it is the design. If you look close up, I'm gonna do it close up so you can see. You see the camellia roses, but also you see like the stitching. And in the middle of the flower is the 2 CCs stitched. It is so pretty, so delicate. I'm gonna swatch them individually, and then I'll swatch them together in the back of my hand. I know once you start using it, those designs will eventually rub off, but meanwhile I'll enjoy them. Alright, so from your left to right, you'll see those three are the 3 colors, 3 shades swatched individually. And then here we have it together. It's really pretty, really soft. I don't know, in my mind I thought they'll be a little bit patchy, but they don't look patchy. They look really nice. And they're mattes, which I think I'm more of a silky, more satiny kind of blush. Like that's the blushes I like, a little bit more satiny, but these are matte, which is usually not what I go for, but I think it goes well with the fact that I have the fluid on. Because if you have the fluid plus your foundation plus this, if it would have been like glittery or metallic, it will be a little bit too much. So I think it complements well with the fluid. So I think that was a good choice by Chanel. To apply it, I'm not gonna apply like bronzer. I'm just gonna apply like blush, and I'm gonna use a Rephr number LC03. And I'm gonna just use all 3 shades together and apply it on the cheeks. I'm more like of a peachy blush kind of person, so it's pink, but it has a little bit of peach in it, and once you mix it with this, it gives it like a peach orangey, you know, more softer, warmer shade. Pretty pigmented. You saw that I only swiped it like two or 3 rounds, but I'm going to use it for both sides because it's pigmented enough. I am going to apply powder around my eyes to set the concealer and all that, so it's going to dampen down a little bit the pigment, but it's so pretty. I think it's so pretty. Maybe I went a little bit overboard on this side, but we'll take care of it now with the powder. Maybe go back with the foundation brush and just kind of bring it down a little bit. There you go. It's so pretty. The shade is pretty. The formula is really soft and nice. This is a win. Very nice. I'm gonna apply the powder now, just a little bit. I do have the Chanel powder. This is the Natural Finish Loose Powder, and it says 30, so I think it's like shade 30. It's not translucent, so I'm not gonna pick up too much, just a little bit on the eye area to set the concealer. And it does come with a little puff. I usually use a brush, but I like this puff, so I'm just gonna get some of the product and put it behind the lid, and that's what I'm gonna use. Because again, I'm only gonna use it to set my eyes, my concealer. And here on my nose, because I do get a little bit oily here. That's it. That's all I'm gonna use. I'm gonna be having it for a while because it's pretty big. Okay, the next step is eyeshadow, and I'm gonna be using the new Multi-Effect Quadra eyeshadow in a shade 387 Utopia. Again, it comes in its own velvety sleeve. I'm gonna remove the lid and the little applicators, which those I don't use. I do use the one from the blush, but not the one from the eyeshadows. And look how pretty this quad is. Now let's take a closer look again at that stitching. The Camelia rose with the stitches, and it has the 2 CCs in the middle of the rose. It is so pretty. And then this shade right here is a little bit no, it's multi-chrome. It's like iridescent. It has like 2 shades. When I saw this quad, like right now, I remembered of this other quad. I've had it for a long time. It is the Camélia, and well, there's no design on them because I've used them, but look how similar they are. So this is the new one, of course, and this is the older one. They're very similar, except that this dark shade, you won't find it on this new quad, and there's no like iridescent multi-chrome on the older one. But they look very similar, right? What do you guys think? They're not identical, of course, but I don't know. I just thought of them, like these 2 shades, the pink and the grayish, are very similar to these from the new quad. You guys let me know, what do you think? If you think they're too similar. Here they are. There you see on the far right, that's the iridescent shade. They're smooth, silky, really beautiful. To apply it, I'm going to be using 2 brushes. I'm going to start with the B7 Cosmetics number V34, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to I think I'm going to go with that gray shade and apply it on the outer half. And go slowly. It is really soft, like I said, delicate. I don't know if this is supposed to be, I guess it is supposed to be like part of their spring collection. I would imagine spring with more brighter colors. I'm not criticizing this quad because it is beautiful, but I think spring is more about, you know, more bright colors, and I don't know if this was a good choice for the spring, but it's very beautiful regardless. I'm going to take it into the inner, to all the lid, but I'm going to concentrate most of it in here on the crease to accentuate or give my hooded eyes some depth and dimension, and you could actually see the shadow when my eyes are open. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it does have a little bit like a shimmer, like a satin. Really pretty. There's no matte shades in this palette, in this quad. I'm gonna swipe the brush clean a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with a pink, and I'm gonna use that in the inner half. Maybe I'm gonna use a smaller brush, the Esam number 33. I'm gonna go in with that pink again. This one on the top corner, because this one is so light, like I barely see it. There we go. Before I move in with the multi-chrome shade, I'm gonna get a Nikita Rose number N12, and I'm gonna go back with that gray shade, and I'm gonna apply it in the waterline. And then I'm gonna go on with that pink I used on the lid, and then try to go here on the waterline by the inner half. Now I'm gonna go with my finger and pick up some of this shade right here and apply it on the lid. Oh, that's pretty. And then with a tiny brush, a little fluffy brush from Isom as well, the S31, I'm going to go in with the white and I'm going to use that in the inner corner. It's not completely white, it has a little bit of pink in there. I like it. It's delicate, and that's fine. It's beautiful. For those days you just want to have a delicate makeup look, a soft look that works for daytime and nighttime. I think it's really pretty. What do you guys think so far? I still have to apply mascara, but before we do that, I did pick up the eyeshadow liner kohl. I think this won't work for this look because it's the mauve chrome. I'm gonna have to use it on another look because it does, I don't know. Yeah, I could use it. It's like the purpley gray. Let's give it a swatch. Yeah, I could use it. It's on the top. I'm gonna use it as eyeliner. Just apply it here a little bit. Okay, it took a few seconds for it to actually apply, but it's so similar to the eyeshadow that you won't be able to see it. So I'm gonna have to try this pencil on its own without any eyeshadow for one of those just one and done deals, because over this shadow you barely can see it. You have to really do a close-up, but it doesn't feel harsh on the lids. And yeah, it's nice, but you can barely see it because it's the same color of the eyeshadow, almost the same. You have to be really close to my lids to see it. So yeah, I'll try it in a separate makeup look. Alright, I'm gonna move on with mascara, and then we'll just go with the lips. And of course it's the Chanel mascara. Nothing new there. It's the, what it officially called is Le Volume de Chanel. It's just one of those mascaras that I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I like it. I repurchase it when they expire or when they dry up. I keep on purchasing it. It's not one of those mascaras that they're like wow. They don't give me the wow factor, but they work, and they're nice. They're worth it in my opinion, but they're not like wow, stop traffic kind of mascara, but it works. I separate my lashes, it gives me volume, it doesn't clump, so it's really pretty and it does what it's supposed to do. And everything's my own opinion, so you could have something. The reason why I mention it is because I've heard people say that they don't like it, and others say that they do like it or they're overpriced or whatever, but it happens a lot with many luxury makeup products. Whether it's worth the money, it's more like a personal preference. I think it's worth the money, but you know, it is up to you. The thing with mascaras is that after a few months you have to get rid of it. You're supposed to get rid of it. So then if you don't have a lot of money to splurge, I wouldn't splurge on mascaras. I will splurge maybe on eyeshadow or skincare, something that will last longer. Foundation, which lasts about a year or two. But mascaras, you have to be replenishing it every 3 to 6 months, so maybe don't splurge there. There's mascaras, affordable brands that have really good mascaras. But anyways, going back to the Chanel one, it works. It's really nice. I like it. So here it goes. Here you go. Alright, I'm going to move in with lipstick, and I picked up 3 new ones. Two are from the Rouge Coco Flash line, and one is the Rouge Allure Lac. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the Coco Flash first because I know they're lighter and balmier, and the Allure Lac is a little bit more pigmented, so I'll leave that for the end. So I love the Coco Flash. If you guys follow me, you know me, I love the Coco Flash formula. It is so nice. And the 2 shades they came out with is 270 Peachy and 272 Rosa. So let's do Peachy first, and then we'll do Rosa, and finally we'll do the Allure Lac. Alright, so let's do 270 Peachy. This is what it looks like. And then we have, I'm going to swatch both of them together side by side on the back of my hand. And this one's Rosa, which I'm not into pink lipsticks, but this one works so well with the eyeshadows. I thought it was worth the try. So let's do Peachy. So let's do Peachy and Rosa. Peachy is really light, but it has like that gold shimmery, and Rose is also light, but it has like a little bit of that pink and purple. So on your left, I hope you could see it, is purple, Rosa, and then on your right you have Peachy. They're really light, so let's try Peachy first. I just love this formula. Ooh, this is a fun color. It has like some gold in it. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it's a pretty color, but I'm not a huge fan of it for me, for my lips, because my lips are so pale, and I do have like little fine lines, and you could see the fine lines with this color. I don't know if that happens to everyone, but they feel nice. And it's a fun color. Now we're gonna try Rosa. Same formula, feels great. The shade is really pretty and fun. This one doesn't accentuate my fine lines as much as Peachy, so I think I prefer this one. And look how good, how well it goes with the eyeshadows. I like this one more than the Peachy one. Not to say I won't use it, but this one I like better for me. Alright, the Rouge Allure Lac is in the shade 96 Avant-Gardiste, and it's more like a liquid lipstick. This is the applicator it looks like. Let's give it a swatch. It's still translucent, but it has a little bit more pigment, of course. It has like it's like a peachy with some gold in there. Okay, let's try it. I thought this was gonna be more pigmented, but it's actually not much of a difference in pigmentation. The shade is different. It has a little bit of shimmer in there, and it's a little more peachy, and it has some pink in there, some gold. And I do have dry lips because, again, not only normally I have dry skin, but because of my cold and everything else, my lips are dry. So I'm not gonna say it's negative that you could see my fine lines. It's because my lips are pretty dry, but the shade is really pretty, and it feels nice, a little bit more, less balmy than the ones from Cocoa Flash. Cocoa Flash I get really soft and dewy. This one's a little bit less, and it feels good, it feels comfortable. I like it, but I do like Rosa better for this makeup look, for this eye look. What I'm gonna do now, because it doesn't look really luminescent, I'm gonna add a little bit more of that fluid, and I'm going to use it as a highlighter. Get one pump, not too much, and then with my ring finger, just gonna apply a little bit up here. See how that looks, and a little bit here on my brow bone. Oh, that is pretty. Does that guys see it? Oh, so pretty. And then some of it on the here on the top of my nose and on my forehead up here. I think personally I prefer it just on the skin before makeup, not necessarily as highlighter, because it is pretty, but I don't know, like I'm not a huge fan of it on top of the makeup. I think I prefer it just under. If you have used this product, let me know if you share my opinion. Again, it's pretty, I'm not saying it's ugly, I like it, I'll continue using it, but I would prefer it just on its own or on the bottom of the foundation as a primer. So maybe like a no makeup look, this would work. So because we are using Chanel, I'm going to finish off with the Red Camélia Revitalizing Serum in Mist, which is really refreshing. It's going to set your makeup, but it's also going to refresh, and that's mainly what I use it for, not necessarily to set my makeup for the whole day, but to refresh my skin, and throughout the day then I'll just splash it or mist it or spray it, and then it gives me a little like kick of hydration. So let's use that, and it smells nice, it feels really nice. It also works under makeup before you apply makeup. It helps with your redness if you have any, like I do. It does help. So let's wait till it dries, and we're gonna take a final look at everything, starting off with the Luminous Fluid. I really like it. It's probably one of my favorite of this collection. It looks so nice, so light. It feels really good. It helped a lot with my redness. It brought it down, although the foundation does help as well. The foundation is not new, but might be new to you. It's one of my favorite foundations. It's very light, refreshing, perfect for like the hot weather. Back to the makeup that is new, the quad is really pretty. Lighter than what I would like for spring, but it's still delicate and soft. I like it. I like that multi-chrome shade. It's so beautiful. The mascara is beautiful. I've used it many times. I love it. I like the lipsticks, but I was expecting a little bit more pigmented. I don't know, a little bit more, but they are nice. I do like the rosa one, which surprised me because I'm not into pink lipsticks, but that one has like a little bit of purple, and it just looks really nice with the eyeshadow. Like I said before, that blush is also very pretty. You could see it. It gives me a flash of color, which I need. It's just really, really nice. And what else did I use? I think that was on from the eye pencil. I like it, but the color is so similar. I'm repeating myself, but the color is so similar to the eyeshadows that you barely can see it. Everything else worked really fine, came out together, and I'm so happy that I was finally able to sit down, have the energy to sit down and try this makeup. But now it's your turn. Let me know your thoughts and comments. I love to hear from you guys because your opinion matters to me, and it gives me feedback on what items you want me to use or try for the future. So let me know your thoughts, your comments, what you think of this makeup look and of the products. If you picked them up yourself, let me know everything. I'm gonna leave links of everything I've used in this video. I'm gonna leave it down below in the description box like I always do. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. It means the world to me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'm gonna leave another video here at the end in case you want to keep on watching me, a video that might interest you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.